and today I'm going to show you my mobile detailing rig on this 2017 Toyota Tacoma short bed. Remember that, it's the short bed. This is my first YouTube video, so bear with me, but we'll get right to it. So this is my water tank right here. It's 52 gallons. It's a low profile water tank, which is perfect for my setup. As you can tell that it's right below like this part right here, so I can put the bed cover on there and everything is super incognito. Nobody knows anything is in there. So with the water tank, I run a pump. My pressure washer is not gravity fed. I chose to opt for the pump because it was more convenient, and I was tired of constantly putting my pressure washer down on the ground to feed the water from the tank into the pump. And I'm about to show you how the pump works. So this is the pump right here. So the first hose feeds into the water tank and it goes all the way down. There's a suction that pulls up the water to the hose to the pump, and then it gets distributed to two other hoses. One hose is going to recirculate back into the tank, and then the other hose is going to go into the pressure washer. It's extremely important to have that secondary hose to feed back into the tank. This will allow your pump to not burn out, and it's also a great way to fill up your water buckets because you can easily take the hose out and then have a water bucket to the side, and you can fill it up with water for either your wheel bucket or your wash bucket. So this is the pressure washer that I use. It's the Ryobi 1900 PSI pressure washer, electric, with 1.2 gallons per minute. This pressure washer is decent. It'll run you about $100. It definitely gets the job done. Eventually, I do want to upgrade to something that has a higher GPM because that's where I'm looking more towards, is higher GPM and less PSI. But in the meantime, this works out perfectly fine. For the front, I have my rigid air compressor, which is hooked up to a retractable air hose, which is very nice. That allows me to easily pull out the hose, pull it back in. You know, I don't have hoses and cords all over the place. It just makes it very clean and organized. This air compressor is really nice as well. It's very quiet. That's one thing I do like about it, that it's extremely quiet, and the performance is actually pretty good. Right next to that one is my pressure washer hose. Now, this was an air compressor hose reel, as you can tell, and I just converted it to a pressure washer hose reel. And then for my generator, I have a 4,500 watt power horse inverter generator. Super quiet, but man, this thing packs a punch. I can generally run two pieces of equipment at the same time at once. So whether I'm running my vacuum cleaner and air compressor at the same time, my steamer and vacuum, or my water pump and pressure washer. So any piece of equipment, any two pieces of equipment I can run at the same time, and this thing functions amazingly well. Right here are my transmitters. It is remote controlled for the pressure washer, the air compressor, and the pump with these three right here. So all I gotta do is just hit the button on the remote and it'll turn it on and make it easy access for me. So this is the setup for the back of my truck bed. It's pretty organized for the most part. There are a couple more things that I want to upgrade and change out to make it run a little bit more fluid for me, but overall it works out great. And right now I'm about to show you guys where I keep the rest of my equipment. So not gonna lie, it's a little tight back here, but it gets the job done. So these are my storage containers for maybe like my interior brushes and tools, and this one is for my polishing, like my different type of polishes that I use for paint correction. This is a wheel bucket I have right here. This is my Eco Power leaf blower, my little Ryobi drill. I have an IK foam sprayer right here. Then this is where I keep all my bottles at, right here for one section. And then this is a nice extension cord that I run. And on the other side will be my rigid vacuum and then my cheap steamer. And these are all the attachments for that. I have the vacuum hose, the cheap steamer, regular wand, and then I have an extractor wand too, where I can kind of make my shop vac and steamer into like a steamer extractor. It's actually pretty cool. I enjoy using it a lot. And then these are a couple more chemicals that I keep right here, and then some gloves. Like I got my window cleaner, Of course, one of my favorite products right here, Express Interior Cleaner. And then I also have this stuff right here is for like carpet extraction and upholstery extraction. So overall, this is what my setup looks like. So now that y'all see my setup, let me know what you think. Let me know what I can improve on, or if you guys have any suggestions to maybe make this rig better. But the main thing is that anybody who's starting off, it doesn't matter what type of vehicle you have, you know, you can always make it work with some sort of setup. You may not be able to do every job that you want to do, but at least get started with something. And over time, you will be able to build up to get all the tools and equipment that you need to do every job. Now I can pretty much do every job that I want. I do paint correction. I've worked on bigger vehicles. I worked on RVs, semi trucks. I pretty much can do everything with this setup. So I'm pretty pleased with it. So if you guys have any questions, please comment below, and hope you guys have a great day.